everyone. I use everyone way more than I used to. But I don't care if people that don't want to get pinged get pinged. Because it's pretty low stakes.
All right, we're live. We're live.
We are live. Absolutely. Let's get this.
So what's our pointless topic to discuss for 5 minutes today before we start?
I don't know. I didn't have one planned this time. All right, we got Steve. We got Sam. We got Heaven. We got the cool people. Send the video. I don't know what you're talking about, Steve. The video is going.
I think that's an NBA reference.
Oh, fair enough.
Anthony Edwards. Some kind of scandal involving him.
Daddy in the chat. Excellent. Let me just do a quick little jump over and mute that, and then we're good. Alrighty. We got LS. Excellent. LS, all the mysteries are about to be explained. We're about to learn my sheet 30 nonsense.
Is it really nonsense though? We don't know, because you hold all the power here. You know, you know everything about this.
I actually don't have all, so that's what we'll get to that. But I don't know everything about sheet 30.
It's a true mystery.
It's a true mystery. But we've got a lot of stuff to do other than watch grand finals.
That we do.
We've got first the season 12 awards.
Hell yeah. Do it.
So let's take a look at these, right?
Yeah,
so
let's get a load of these.
We're going to start off with our regular season and voted MVPs. Regular season MVP was Sylveon, outkilled, I think it was 25 kills, uncontested kill leader. So, congratulations.
Wow,
and then
Beast.
the winner of the MVP vote was Tay's Raging Bolt. Who knew a Mon with more special attack than Flutter, insane bulk, priority, and big base power moves would be so good? I think everyone. And we've also got our best support here. The first of two ties, as you can see here. Best support and best build both tied. Tay's Persian and Electric's Sableye tied for best support. My vote was on Sableye for best support. That was also what one that I nominated. But
Is this on the screen right now on the stream? Because I'm not seeing it.
oh no, is it not? Oh no, it's not. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, I had other things. Playoff stream, season 12 awards. Now we're in. All right, Sylveon and Raging Bolt, and then Sableye and Tay's Persian. And best build was also a tie. We had Steve's Keyberry Drift Blim. Yeah, we got you, LS. We just had to get rescued by Sucaba noticing that I still had the thumbnail up. And Tay's Anti-Trick Room Persian with Parting Shot, Taunt. I don't remember what else it had, but it just shut down any possibility of Trick Room with the Magic Bounce Parting Shots, switching it out.
Both of those were really cool because they were playoff builds too. It's nice to get some hidden heat going on in the playoffs. Yeah, that Persian was so beastly just because it accounted for everything. It accounted for the Dusclops. It accounted for the Hatterene Magic Bounce. It had the safety goggles to avoid Rage Powder. Like, it literally thought of everything. And then obviously the Drifblim. We saw it have a crucial Terra to get rid of that ghost typing so that it could be hit by an extreme speed, put it in range to then get a strength sap off and turn the tides of a match. So two really, really good builds from, that had a big impact.
From two great builders.
Yeah, exactly. And then, you have these wonderful support mons. Persian A, so versatile. Got that fake out, that dark typing to avoid any prankster nonsense. It's fast. It's got Icy Wind. It's got Fake Tears. It's got so much in its arsenal. Sableye has been one of those, value prankster picks that people have liked. Perfect typing for a prankster since it's immune to prankster. You got that ghost typing. Pick yourselves up some of these mons on the screen, my friends.
Yeah,
these are
impactful Pokemon, absolutely. You'll never go wrong with a Sylveon or a Sableye or a Raging Bolt or a Drifblim or a Persian. These are some top tier value draft mons.
And a Raging Bolt.
And also Raging Bolt.
Which is just
top tier.
But it's really good.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next up, we've got the best duo and the best post-draft acquisition. The first of a couple appearances Primarina might make on these slides here. But we've got the Tornadus and Articuno from Tuxmux. Tuxmux says having a 6-point Articuno is insane value for specifically Tornadus teams since it's the only Prankster Snowscape mon. He thought he would only bring it to a few weeks at most, but it turns out that just winning with good RNG sometimes is what the matchup called for.
Yeah, I will say, as somebody that was in the division with Tuxmux, I'm pretty sure all my gouging division members can agree that this duo was a nightmare. I still have nightmares about missing my attacks and getting hit with a fat blizzard from the unhittable Articuno. So it turned out to be really, really dominant. And then I think we got the post-draft acquisition there being the trade between our very own Daddy and Colby.
Between Daddy and Colby. Prim and Azu made both teams, I think, significantly better. Colby was undefeated regular season, correct? Again?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
And Daddy wasn't, but the team was made better by gaining the Azumarill there.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's always cool to see a trade like that. It's interesting because they have the same type, right? They were the same amount of points. It just happened to be like the perfect storm. And I will say one thing that we learned from this 32-person draft was that we saw a lot more trades between coaches, a lot more transactions throughout the year beyond just dropping and picking something up. We saw a lot of coaches talking, trading. It was pretty cool to see that side of the draft league.
Next up, we've got our best value pick and our best one-hit wonder. Oh no, click to add text. Delete that. There. We've got Steve's Gliscor at 5 points. Best value pick. 16 kills and 4 deaths. Steve was guessing it was highest kills per point. That actually was Fracture was the highest kills per point. I think it was 6 kills and 2 points. Or 6 kills and 1 point, something like that. But Gliscor was second or third, something like that. In the top few. Yeah.
Steve showed that his mono flying team really needed that ground type.
Really, really needed the ground typing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And Purple's Belly Bolt as a one-hit wonder. It was a huge impact in week 1 and then never came again. It 2-0 swept his week 1 opponent and it never even touched the field again.
Colby's crying somewhere at that stat. He wanted so much more for his mascot.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But, alright, so the second appearance of Primarina. We've got the best moment and the saddest moment. Best moment in an overwhelming voted landslide. The 3-0-3 teams making playoffs at 4-3, all going on huge runs. Congratulations to all 3 of those players.
Love it, love it.
Electric.
That's always cool to see. Some people get disheartened when they see they're 0-3 or they're 1-2, right? They give up on the season. Do not do that. It's not over till you're mathematically out. Always keep going. You never know. Anybody could beat anybody in this league.
Yeah, there's no free matchups around here. And saddest moment, Daddy's only nomination. Nominated it for best moment, but it won for saddest moment. Taken Heatran and Primarina, and I went back And I grabbed receipts on this one, baby.
Wow, you got the chat logs over here. Uh-oh.
Absolutely. Daddy takes him on the wheel. Sam X responds with, it's a little tough to see here, but I hate you, Daddy. I hate you. I know you do. Just snipe 2. Firefalls comes in with, he turned Pre-Marina. It's pretty hype, TBH. Then we got Sam X recreating Pre-Marina in the aggregate, and then very high on Melodic.
We all know how that turned out.
Primplup on steroids. And then, yeah, very soon after, Melodic sucks, but you should acquire it. Someone get Melodic off my team, please. I just stopped screenshotting. Please trade away this Melodic. Take this Melodic stuff. And then I screenshotted the drop as well.
This is a very fitting saddest and best moment, just because Samax was down so bad. He was sitting there like at his computer trying to make everything work to get Milotic off his team. He was like doing the monster math, trying to calculate every possible scenario that could result in Milotic leaving his team, and it's all because of this. So we could thank Daddy for that. Well done. Well done.
Just gotta remember, everything stays forever on the internet. You just go back, Control F Melodic, and it's all there.
Damn.
Alrighty. Next up, we got most disappointing Mon and most entertaining game. We've got the Dozogiri here. Poppin's Dozogiri. Everybody has had ways of dealing with it. Poppin said people have perfected the science of killing the big fish.
Yeah, I think part of it's also just that with the DLC, a lot of Mons got like extra moves. There's a lot more haze. There's a lot more clear smog. There's a lot more like, there's a couple more unawares and skill swaps and like weird stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, everybody kind of like at the start of the season at Gen 9, there's like no tools available for this combo, but now people kind of know what to do.
And then our most entertaining game, which I was surprised beat out the Baton Pass Tailglow game, but the people spoke, and it was Purple's Dragon Cheer, or Pancake's Dragon Cheer, I mean, to just throw Draco Meteors into everything, and
I love it.
I don't think anybody saw the Dragon Cheer coming.
The best part about that was that this was week 1, and it was after we all shit relentlessly on this Kingdra pick in the team reviews.
We were
like, week
1, I don't get it.
Pancake just comes out and just like, we're like, yeah, this Kingdra, like, but no rain. Like, what if this was some other Mon? That would make this team way better. And then he just comes out and immediately shuts us all up by like sweeping with Kingdra. It was hilarious. That definitely added to the charm of this matchup.
It was a hype game to watch.
It definitely was.
Made it weekly heat the first week, and you know, we put some respect on Kingdra with Dragon Cheer after that for sure. What do we got next here? We've got the best nickname. Congratulations to Poppin winning his second award of the night with Malamar, the Malamar. Just using some ASCII nonsense to get a bunch of upside down characters. I guess really just upside down R, A, and M. Because we can just use a regular L, and this is clearly a W. But yeah. So congratulations to Poppin on best nickname. I almost had it. But haven't won a best nickname for a long time. It's always the one I'm trying to win, though. Yeah, second place was Mr. CEO, and I was third place, the Pursuing Bear. So, Sheet 30.
Oh, everybody, we need to know the truth.
Everybody
ready.
Wondering what's going on with Sheet 30. It's time to learn.
All right, let's see it.
So, Sheet 30 started off it was just there because somebody added an extra sheet, and then they're like, oh, what's up with Sheet 30? What is that? And then it disappeared because we got rid of it. Braff put it back, said, here you go. And then people started saying some, just just saying nice things about Sheet 30, right? Oh, magical news, hallelujah. Toxic had just shown up and was very into it. LS changed their name to Sheet 30 Worshipper. Colby was hyped for it. Red Jolteon wanted a Sheet 30 sticker. Jace made Sheet 30 look very nice. Ryan hoped to one day make the sheet, which is all it takes. You just have to want to be there. It is literally as simple as that. Say a nice thing. Say you want to be on the sheet, and you're on the sheet. Say a mean thing about the sheet. Say you don't want to be on the sheet. You're not on the sheet. It was as simple as that. However, Ryan did then later call it that damn sheet, so Ryan was off. The only person to leave Sheet 30 was Ryan, because Ryan said a mean thing about Sheet 30, so it wasn't on it anymore.
You don't mess with Sheet 30, apparently.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ryan O'Gigs? Our Ryan? Oh, yes. Yes, I mean O'Gigs. That's right. He lost the Ryan. He's just O'Gigs now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what was the deal with all these
flying
heroes?
These Pokemon down here, this is the bit I don't know about. I did not put these Pokemon here. That part is still a mystery. They're mostly flying types, but not all.
Some are like levitating, right?
Some of them have levitate, but Malamar's on here. Caparaja is on here. Most of them have tailwind, but not all of them. I don't know. I do not know what the Pokemon on the right side of Sheet 30 is. So that one might remain a mystery forever. Caparaja was a late addition. Caparaja and Malamar got put in at some point, but I don't know. But it'll remain a mystery, maybe forever. But what will not remain a mystery is some exciting stuff that we got going on. We've got a bit of a salty sweet here. We've got Daddy and Samax, and let me just unmute here and get still muted. Nope, not muted. Looks like Daddy's muted on his end. If we can get
We're good. I'm here.
Good.
I'm also here.
Samax, excellent. Also there, let me boost you up just a little bit. Sounds like you're a little quiet compared to everybody else. So,
I saw my face pop up on stream a couple times. I didn't want any spoilers.
Yeah. It was. I had to move the cameras around a little bit, but so you guys have something prepared for us.
We hate each other.
Yeah,
we're gonna sort it out tonight.
We're gonna find out who the worst coach in the league is.
That's right.
Season 12 worst coach in the league.
Oh, this is the worst coach of the league matchup. Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's the anti-finals.
It's the unfinals, and this is going to get played live. Yes.
Yes. We'll go pretty quick though.
Some would call this the toilet bowl.
The toilet bowl.
Like the opposite of the Super Bowl. There you go.
All right. Have you guys sent your challenges yet?
I'm waiting for Daddy to send.
All right. You guys send a challenge.
I believe we're going to trash talk through it.
We got JDB Spectator up, and if you could drop it into the Discord chat, drop the link to
Yeah, I got it.
The best of 3 there.
Wait, I'm struggling.
It's okay.
Sorry. I'm going daddy mode. I don't know how to use a computer.
This trash talking starts. There we go.
Wait till you see the in-game chat.
Text. And we've got Showdown.
Wait, is this the right team?
Alrighty, so we're gonna we got I gotta get back to
full screen. This is the wrong team. Oh, you challenged in Reg F. Daddy, we gotta restart it. I didn't realize you challenged in Reg F.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Is that wrong?
I'm so sorry. I put in the wrong
cheating
team.
already.
Shake my head.
Oh my
I think we already have our answer.
That was bad.
Alright,
it is Reg F, right?
Send it again.
Either works. I just need to switch my team to Reg F because I had it under Reg G.
Gotcha.
I'll send it. Sorry.
No worries.
This is really embarrassing.
Sam changing up his team last minute, I see.
Yeah. Doing a little shenanigans here. He saw your team in preview. Oh, wait. Oh, it's the wrong team. Let me change my... Oh, I gotta change it.
I'm a master team builder. What can I say?
Yeah.
Alright, just taking it. You got me a new link yet? What's going on here? The
I
people are waiting.
They're hungry for this grudge match.
Daddy probably can't see it.
Oh,
but
okay,
I
I
sent
can
a
see
challenge. Yeah, his eyes don't work so well.
There we go.
I got it.
Right, I got the
I'm
best
sending.
three.
You might already have it, but I sent
Bang,
it.
bang. Yep, I already got it. I was just refreshing in Watch a Battle. All right, and we've been told that the chat is important.
Pivotal.
We've got some text chat smack talk going on. Alrighty. Do you two want to be muted for the battle, or do you have important words to say out loud as well?
It's up to Daddy.
Yeah, we could just mute. We'll let you guys do the commentary.
All right. Yeah,
Right,
you two
sounds
mute.
good.
And deafen, right?
Yeah. You guys want to deafen as well, so you can't hear us. All right. So we doesn't have the Primarina anymore, so that couldn't come.
No,
Blastoise did come, so the Primarina replacement and the Primarina's replacement's replacement are both here in Blastoise and Azumarill.
Interesting. I mean, I'm not really seeing strong speed control on Samac's side. You know, you got the Skarmory Tailwind. No Trick Room option.
Potentially a fake out of a couple of fake outs.
Yeah.
Arcanine's, loves a Scarf now and then.
If I'm Daddy, I really like Trick Room here. Get the
I
Azumarill
think
with
so.
a Belly
You
Drum
can
or
just
something.
get your speed, at both ends a little better.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is all very clearly copied, pasted, and already. We got in a quiet village.
GPT trash talk over here.
Nestled between verdant hills. I'm sure they just wrote it ahead of time.
No, I know. I'm just.
Daddy had one dream to become a postman. When the world was young and he was full of hope and ambition. All right, so fake out the Skarmory.
Big Fat probably helping out with that.
Ice
4X
Punch not even
weakness.
doing 50, and a Draco Meteor Miss definitely matters.
That's
Whoa.
classic.
Oh.
Oh, we're getting a whole story.
There's
here.
a whole story happening.
There's lore to this.
Daddy never managed to claim the title he so dearly coveted.
Not what you want to see if you're Daddy. I'm sure you want that Draco to connect.
All right, so kind of a nothing turn one overall. The Hydrapple is at 52 from that Ice Punch, but it's still gonna live another one, and Skarmory does get the Tailwind up.
It's gonna get an attack off.
Big damage there, but
interesting.
And
Hydro
then
Pump.
Life Orb to finish that, finish itself off there.
So the Hitmontop -1 in defenses, speed advantage going Samax's way. So I'm imagining Daddy's going to want to switch that, otherwise it's almost certainly going to die, the Hitmontop. Also could cycle another Intimidate later on.
The very worst, like no one ever was. Here comes Heatran.
This is one of the stars of the drama this season between these two.
Yeah, so I'm surprised. If this Azelf had Trick Room, I would think Daddy would have brought it in, right? Because two Pokemon at relatively low health. So the Azelf just didn't come, but Heatwave going to finish off the Skarmory. Blastoise going to take basically none.
The stadium buzzled with anticipation, just as we all are right now.
So Samak's got a couple of turns of Trick Room left. Do something with this Blastoise.
I mean, Blastoise is not very threatening, right?
Not Trick Room.
You could pretty much just Shell Smash and stomp if you want.
Yeah, Shell Smash. The Follow Me could be kind of annoying, but if it just has water spout, then who cares?
You might not even need to set up though with the speed advantage. Just hit a hydro pump.
Yeah, so to get
Terragrass is timely though.
Heatran's favorite move.
Earthquake gonna do more to its own partner. Rapid spin.
Rapid spin.
What?
What?
What are we seeing here?
What is going on? Is this singles? There's no rocks up.
He's just trying to get that speed advantage,
Shell Smash gets the speed advantage.
Is this like a scripted match? Are we seeing like a correct sequence of events?
It can't be because there is no Scraggy on Samax's team.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like, we do have Heatran out right now.
Yeah.
This could be the prophecy that Daddy's foretelling here in the chat.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, Daddy seems like he's in a pretty great position here. We're just trading Intimidates.
About to end. No way to set it again. He's about to have a fake out next turn.
So we've seen Rapid Spin and Ice Beam now. Tailwind's over. We're gonna get another fake out here, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, it feels like Daddy's in a very strong position. Would have liked to hit that first Draco Meteor. I feel like it would probably be over by now if he had. But yeah, fake out into the Blastoise.
Fake out the Blastoise.
Flinch there. Earth Power on the switch in.
Ooh,
yeah, I mean, it didn't matter, right? Like, either the Electivire was going down or the Arcanine was.
And honestly, this Arcanine doesn't really have a way to hit this Heatran. It can hit it with a rock move if it has it, like a rock smash, but can't hit it with this fire move because of that flash fire.
Could have a Terra Grass here to deal with this Blastoise, but also there's just, two other Pokemon. 2 close combats will probably kill the Blastoise, and Follow Me can make it so that those close combats are much more likely. Heatran uses ultimate move, Magma Storm. I think it was Protect, actually. But avoids the Hydro Pump there. Yep.
This is why you don't. This is why you don't use Hydro Pump, my friends. This is a lesson. Samax is teaching you all a lesson here.
Doesn't Blastoise get Scald again? Isn't that back?
Yeah, it might be, but it's sometimes you can't resist that sweet base power.
Yeah.
Until it misses, and then it's 0 base power.
Oh, didn't even notice the Arcanine Terra fighting.
Certainly did. That's gonna be nice for that Earth Power. Now you can just hit it with a fire move though, or a Steel move. It is -1 as well in both defenses. Had Terra fighting close combat into the Clefairy thanks to the Follow Me. Did it follow me?
We haven't actually seen Follow Me yet, but yep, here it comes.
Oh, now we do. There it is.
It lives it. Arcanine down to -2. Clefairy goes down, but yeah, that's a dead Arcanine. It's a 2v1 here. Yeah. The Hitmontop gets to come in, fake out the Blastoise, and probably
see Terra Blast maybe on the Heatran.
Well, we've seen all 4 now. We just saw Flash Cannon, so it'll probably be.
So no, it's just gonna be Earth Powering.
Earth Power, yeah. As its best choice, but yeah, Blastoise.
See the showdown avatars. Describing the situation here. We got the old man schooling the youngster to start off.
True. Oh, the Ice Beam's not even doing anything. Like, Samax just needs like freeze into freeze or something like that at this point. Yeah, Samax agreeing. Freeze is maybe the way to go here at this point.
Well, freeze wasn't part of the lore. Daddy didn't write about freeze, so
Daddy did write about Scraggy, and Scraggy is not on the team, so.
Well, hey, maybe he'll be there in game 2. We're about to have I have the wrong team. Load it up.
Yeah.
There you go.
And close combat finishes it off.
That'll do her.
Game 1 goes to Daddy.
Oh, wow. All right,
Let's see if we got some.
Not what Samax wanted. Looked good for Samax early on that game, with the Draco Mist setting up the speed control, but just didn't have the oomph to get through the old man's lineup here.
You really tried your best, little guy. I wonder if we're in a branching timelines sliding door situation. Does he have different text now if Sam had won game 1?
We have a flowchart here for Daddy's copy and pasting.
Yeah. What do we
This
think?
is the real grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, the 4 that Daddy brought seemed pretty solid to just run back, right?
I don't think you really need Hydra Apple.
Yeah, maybe you bring that Azelf or the Azumarill over Hydrapple, but the other 3 were just getting work done.
The Hydrapple is nice against the Rillaboom. It doesn't really have a way to hit that. So we could see it come again just as insurance for that. But yeah, if I'm Samax, you need to have more damage. I think we see the Rillaboom. We probably see the Arcanine again. Probably the Florges. I don't think you necessarily need the Skarmory, given that Daddy's team doesn't have a way to go fast, and his mons are pretty slow in general. So you could probably just operate without it.
Yeah, I don't think the Skarmory is necessary. I agree. That makes sense.
Damax pointing out the Hydro Pump miss while ignoring the Draco miss.
Yeah, you both getting your luck in there.
Technically, Draco has a lower chance of missing as well than Hydro Pump.
The chat pointing out that the team would actually be better with Melodic right now over the Blastoise.
That's so poetic.
At least versus the version that Daddy brought, right?
Maybe.
So, yeah, Samax opting for the Skarmory again, but bring a Rillaboom this time.
I like the switch.
Probably over the Arcanine. Like, I don't know what the Arcanine is really bringing offensively. I mean, I guess Terra Fighting close combat, but no, and here it is. So, probably no Electivire or no Blastoise then. Well, definitely.
Terra Flying, do we just see a Brave Bird under the Hitmontop, maybe?
Could be, but it's going to flinch, so...
I like the Protect from Daddy.
Yeah, I do too. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Hitmontop cycle out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for Clefairy or the Azelf, something... Yeah. Clefairy, and then... Definitely living because of a Friend Guard there. I don't think there's any way that the Heatran lives.
It's a nice switch.
Stealth Rock. I don't know. I don't know what Sam's got going on here, but this is doubles, son.
I don't know what's cooking over here. Milotic would have just gone so hard with those Stealth Rocks, though.
Just Dragon Tail. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Does Electivire get Dragon Tail?
Shuka-Berry. Oh, that's funny. Not to mention the Samax's own grassy terrain just halved the damage from that Earthquake.
Yeah, so quarter damage.
Yeah.
So it's basically a neutral hit.
Yeah, and with Friend Guard up and the Shuka-Berry. That's why it did like 10% to 4x weak. So not exactly the most synergistic combo with the Earthquake alongside the grassy terrain. Although maybe it just doesn't have a better move to click.
Yeah, I feel like Daddy's in Samax's head at this point. We haven't been getting much trash talk from either of them in the second game. They're both
maybe they're just locked in right now.
Dial it in, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think maybe Skarmory was not the bring here in game 2. But Electivire, just Earthquake for no damage. Oof. Doing nothing. But it does get the flinch there, so possibly like a Sing or something, right? With it going last. Womp womp. Terragrass to follow me. Now Earthquake's going to do nothing. 4%. Brutal.
Yeah. Yep.
Earth Power cleans up the Electivire. So now we just got the Rillaboom and a mostly dead Skarmory left versus Daddy's whole squad.
I don't think Samax has the juice here. I don't think Rillaboom can even hit this Heatran at all. What does it have? Woodhammer, Grassy Glide, Fake Out, High Horsepower?
Yeah, fake out the Heatran and then Brave Bird as a that done. But that even so, and like a Follow Me could prevent that. Yeah, I mean Heat Wave is nice here, but yeah.
Tell you what, Heatran is just such a consistent mon. It's like so hard to break through.
Oh yeah, my favorite. Well, actually, I think Crobat was my favorite in the BDSP season, but those were my two: Crobat and Heatran. Rocked and rolled, absolutely. Tailwind goes down, and yeah, we're seeing some much faster move selections here. Clefairy's going to go down. Heatwave is going to finish off the Skarmory. Rillaboom.
Heatwave double miss would have been interesting, because I assume a Brave Bird would have taken out the Heatran.
Yeah, could have happened, right? It's never over till it's over, but sometimes it's kind of over.
Yeah, I don't think Rillaboom can handle this one, unfortunately.
Yeah. Fake out. We get a flinch, and Heatwave just cleans it up. Or Flash Cannon. Yeah, just not even risking the miss.
Uh-oh. A torrent of molten lava. It was actually molten steel in this case.
It was actually Flash Cannon, but...
When the smoke cleared, Scraggy was down and declared Dowdy the winner. He sank to the ground. His face crumbled into a pout.
He's in a fit of childish frustration. He sucked his thumb.
Oh no, not the
And he pooped his pants! Oh no.
Oof.
That was as easy as I thought it would be.
Wow.
That's clearly as easy as you wrote it to be.
Did it seem weird to anyone, the moves we're using?
Yours?
Well, yours were weird.
Interesting. I'll drop something in the YouTube chat.
We got Daddy here on screen here for just a minute as well. We got the last copy pastes. Crown Daddy honorary king of the VBL-S.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't know about
A little
that.
far there. Yeah. Corrupt judges, I think.
Yeah.
I revealed the challenge, Daddy.
Nice.
Secretly in YouTube chat.
Did you build each other's teams or something, maybe?
We discussed that.
We discussed that. I think Daddy's story makes it pretty obvious.
Daddy's story would make it more obvious if the Pokemon that he had listed were actually on your team.
I asked ChatGPT to include Scraggy in there because it's the Samac special, you know.
Okay, so this was written by a large language model then.
All of it was.
The entire paste for both teams were too.
Oh, the pastes were as well. Okay.
ChatGPT. Well, there you go.
That's why.
Yeah.
Hitmontop had the eject pack, but I don't think it ever activated.
Yeah, it never came up.
It's kind of a cool item.
I had Toxic Blastoise, which is not legal, so I had to tell ChatGPT to fix it.
It didn't know what Hydrapple was, but it thought that I should have Hydrapple on my team, but it gave it Surf, and I'm like, it doesn't know Surf, and it gave it another move it didn't know, and I'm like,
well, that's because it doesn't actually know anything. It's
right.
It's your predictive text on your phone, but just trained on more data. It doesn't actually know anything. It's doing math on words.
Well, it knows how to beat Samax.
So Daddy, we were wondering, was there an alternative text line for if Samax won the games?
There was.
We figured there'd be maybe some flow charting happening.
Yeah, I can include that too. I'll post it all in the discussion and spoilers later on.
All right, sure.
It'll be there.
Excellent. Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Well, that was a treat. I think we've all now
Excellent.
understand who the true best and worst coach in the league is.
I mean, we certainly
really
determined
I'm
the
second worst now.
We determined worst.
First is the worst, and second worst is the best. So there you go.
Right. There you go.
I mean, certainly of those two, second worst is the best.
Can't argue with that.
That's true. So maybe new challenge next season. Somebody could have ChatGPT make all their teams. See how that works out. You too could be the second worst coach in the league.
Truly, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. The Blastoise set was terrible. Everything else was fine.
Yeah, we honestly couldn't tell for Daddy's Mons. I was suspicious about Sam's Mons just because of all like the rapid spin, the stealth rock.
It was so annoying. It gave me the worst Electivire set too, and everything was choice. It was awful.
Well, it's all singles. The volume of singles pastes so far outstrips the volume of VGC pastes just in the corpus of the internet that I'm not surprised that it.
Yeah, but we saw Fake Out, Follow Me. We definitely saw some VGC level moves. On
true.
I got no Fake Outs.
Clefairy and Hitmontop, you're only going to see in VGC though, right?
That's fair. Well, unless you're in like an underused format or something.
Yeah, but nobody plays those, so the stats are on your side there. So.
And I had Protect on everything, which I would never do.
Oh no, maybe I like ChatGPT now. put my favorite move on every Pokemon. Excellent.
All right, I
well,
don't want to hold this up too much. Thanks for
congratulations to Daddy.
It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for humoring us.
And
I'll wear the worst coach in the league crown for a season.
Yeah,
rock
GG,
and roll.
so that was fun.
Alrighty, that was the VBL-S Salty Sweet.
Enjoy the finals, y'all.
Close out Daddy here.
All right, it's about time for the main event. What do you say?
It is about time for the main event. Let me just adjust these cameras here now that Daddy dropped out. Bang. All right, you and me. All right, the main event. Tay versus Keith. The Nebby Backpackers versus Ursa Ring That Bell. A very good logo versus a very bad logo. Two very good teams facing off. Multiple award winners on Tay's team. Tied for 2 awards. 1-1. No award winners on Keith's team, but a great team, and certainly Tay has a lot to worry about, right? I mean, the immediate pressure of the Chi-Yu and the bundle. Bundle not great against potential electric type sucker punches, but still, very, very reliable, speedy Pokemon can do plenty other than just strong water type attacks and Icy Wind. We've got the Great Tusk, which is good into a lot of the team, right? We've got the Chi-Yu can really get potentially punished. I think it would probably have to be like Proto Speed to outspeed it, but it might make it a little not as offensive as
you basically can't invest anything in attack if you want a speed boost on Tusk.
Which should be kind of rough. So probably not
good.
So maybe Scarf more likely, or just a Sash, something like that.
Or just finding creative ways to get the speed advantage. We have tools on Tay's side. You have the Persian with Icy Wind. You have Trick Room option and the Bronzong. You have Rabombi with a Tailwind, which is faster than Keith's fastest Tailwind. Although it's not the fastest thing on the field, the bundle will outspeed even if it's not booster. So definitely something to worry about.
And +3 priority will outspeed everything. So
that is true. But not with speed control.
Although Draining Kiss and Giga Drain, neither one super impactful here, right? I mean, you get Draining Kiss into your Dragon type and into Great Tusk. Giga Drain into potentially Vaporeon, which Tay has kind of been using more towards the end of this season than he really did at any point in the regular season. Who knows what goes on if we get into some Trick Room stuff, right? They both have strong Trick Room Pokemon in Mudsdale and Bronzong.
I think Mudsdale kind of eats this week, honestly.
Yeah, Mudsdale does look pretty good, right?
Yeah, with Assault Vest, it's going to wall the Raging Bolt. It's going to force it to use Dragon moves if it wants to hit it. It's going to be taking stamina boosts from the likes of Tusk, Ceruledge, Bronzong, Body Press, Heavy Slam, stuff like that. And it's going to be hitting back super hard as well. So I could see the Mudsdale being a nice chess piece for Keith in this matchup, especially since, I think Keith's team is almost certainly faster and more powerful. So a lot of times when you have a faster, more powerful opponent, the way that you try to get the advantage back is setting Trick Room, right? So having the Mudsdale there as a soft answer for that as well could go a long way for
or
Keith.
Potentially screens. Does Tay have much to set screens with? I don't think so. Slow screen setters.
I'm sure the Bronzong probably has it. Rabombi, I think, might have one or two.
Rabombi might, but I don't know. Let's see what these two coaches brought. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on here.
Alrighty.
This should be a good one.
We got Raging Bolt. We got the Great Tusk, Ceruledge, Bronzong, Vaporeon, Rabombi. We got the Skunk Tank and Decidueye out of Keith, along with Zapdos.
No Mudsdale.
And the top 3. No Mudsdale, yeah. Looks like Tay probably not planning on Trick Room as the main plan. With this 6, probably more of a Bronzong is there and has it if the Tailwind goes up and Tay can't handle it or something like that. Probably more of a backup plan.
Yeah, but, I think with this Terra meta in Gen 9, you don't exactly need to make sure you have the speed advantage. It's not as important as it's been in the past. Because for something like this, you're playing against a Chiyu. If you just have a surprise Akka Berry that lets you live a hit and KO it back, or you have a surprise Terra into a defensive type that walls Chiyu and then you just hit it and kill it, those are the kind of things that can give you more of an advantage than spending a turn to try to set a Tailwind or Trick Room. So we definitely could see that coming out from Tay's side, maybe a Sash on the Great Tusk next to some sort of, well, I guess there's no fake out here, but it could be the Rabambi Tailwind and the Tusk Headlong Rush. You know what I mean? There's ways you can get that advantage, and he has a lot of different paths that could be taken on this turn 1. I have no idea what to expect in lead from Tay's side here.
Yeah, I don't know either. The Skuntank I'm interested in, right? It's got that poison type that can maybe be good into the Rabambi. It's got Sucker Punch. When it goes down, it's going to chip something for 20% or whatever with Aftermath. But I'm not really seeing the reason to have Skuntank actually touch the field. I think Skuntank maybe brought for something that didn't show up. Just take a quick look at the full squad again. Maybe as a Arbol of a check, kind of. Something like that, but
yeah, and the Decidueye is interesting too. It does have a decent matchup into the Vaporeon, into the Bronzong, into the Ceruledge. Maybe it's there for Spirit Shackle stuff to try to deal super effective ghost damage if maybe Keith is worried about that. But I think the main event here is going to be the Chiyu, the Bundle, the Florges, the Zapdos, as we've seen all season.
Yeah.
Will Tay be able to position this Raging Bolt in a way that it's not going to get taken out? Will be a big piece as well of this puzzle.
We'll find
I think
out.
If you're Keith, that should be a priority target alongside
Tay apparently
Tusk.
Also surprised at no Mudsdale. So
yeah, Mudsdale feels really good here, but I think Keith did say that was their most disappointing mon. So there's something to be said about not being comfortable using it. Bring the mons you think that can win you the game.
Yeah,
that's
true.
If they have it.
That's true. All right, let's get these leads going here. Let's see what we got. Ceruledge, Bronzong. So Tay, going for more of a slower paced kind of lead, right? Not exactly leading with the crazy offensive power of Raging Bolt, Great Tusk, one of those next to Rabambi or something like that.
I think this is
something a little more measured, but a fire immunity, steel type to not really care about the bundle that much. Potentially heat proof over Levitate, although probably Levitate if Tay was worried about the Mudsdale.
Yeah, I'd say that I like this lead for Keith. He applies immediate pressure to both of these mons. He can probably force out a Terra here on turn 1, just given that a Dark Pulse and slash a Hydro Pump deals heavy damage to a lot of these. I don't think we're going to be seeing a Heat Wave just because of that Flash Fire being in effect, but I could easily see a Dark Pulse and a Hydro Pump just coming out here turn 1, just dealing immediate damage.
Yeah, Electric, this is game 1. You missed all of the awards. You missed the grudge match between Daddy and Samax. You missed the explanation of Sheet 30. You missed... that's everything you missed. We've been talking for a long time.
So, I think if you're this Bronzong, you might have a Colbur Berry, because you're probably expecting this Chiyu to be in the lead. I'm not sure. I think Chiyu gets Taunt as well, so it could be Mental Herb. There's a lot of different flowchart pathways to consider here if you're Keith and Tay alike. So it'll all come down to that prep work. See how it came out.
Let's see this turn 1 here. Let's see how things start. So we get a switch rather than and a Terra. There we go. We see both. We get the Taunt and no Mental Herb. And it is the Chiyu Dark Pulse there. Vaporeon going to take almost 50%, and the Trick Room not going to go up, after that Taunt. So we get Vaporeon protecting. quite possibly just a double into this Bronzong if Keith's brain is too big for his skull. He just blasts
with the flash fire gone, you're not afraid of clicking a fire move here, whether it be a single target fire move into the Bronzong slot, just to deal really big stab neutral damage. The bundle also, if it has freeze dry, you could be seeing that go into the Vaporeon slot. Otherwise, you probably just want to target the Bronzong as well.
Let's see what we got. Yep, freeze dry into the Protect, and Dark Pulse into the Bronzong. Yep, no longer.
So that tells me that this Chi-Yu is probably choiced. I don't think you're clicking Dark Pulse again into that slot unless you have either a Scarf or a Specs. Although we did see the bundle go first, and it's not booster speed, so that should rule out a choice Scarf. I'm definitely assuming the Specs.
We also don't see the Bronzong switch out, which means, it's got something going for it, right? Maybe a body press into one of these two.
Absolutely.
Something like that. Or
could be a heavy slam into the bundle.
Flash cannon into the bundle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's only neutral, but, body press into the bundle. There we go. So it is a body press. We do see it there. And then we get the Hydro Pump.
Nothing to do here if you're Keith besides just click your big numbers.
Whoa. Huge damage there. 52%.
Yep.
Love to cross over that 50% on an attack like that into something so bulky as a Bronzong. A nice double target there. Just get the Bronzong dead. Tay clearly wanting the Trick Room up, right? I mean, we've got Ceruledge, Vaporeon, and Bronzong, and I assume the last one probably Raging Bolt. But, to just get that Bronzong dead and not really have to trade much to do it. Presumably the Vaporeon is going to do something into this Chi-Yu here in return. But, pretty decent. Yeah, we get the Scald and the Chi-Yu goes down. So it is a trade. We learned Life Orb.
You like that trade if you're Tay.
Yeah, I think Tay is definitely happy to make that trade, right? We're neutering some of the offensive potential of this bundle.
So this is interesting because you expect probably a Thunderclap onto the bundle. If you know that's coming, if you're Keith, you could switch it. But the problem is that the Zapdos does not really threaten the Raging Bolt. So I think if you want to do something productive with the Zapdos this turn, you want to be prioritizing the Vaporeon. But it has shown Protect, so you are concerned that you're going to be wasting a turn clicking a Thunderbolt into it. It could do something productive like set a Tailwind. You could maybe hit a Thunder Wave onto that partner if you're expecting a switch. So there's a lot of different choices here as well. But I'm liking this position for Tay.
Yeah. Freeze Dry looking pretty nice into this Raging Bolt too. That cannot Terra. We've already used up the Terra here, so it's gonna be a Dragon type for the rest of the match. Potentially could see the Protect here as well. Maybe a double Protect. Maybe Tay just looking to get the Protect going in the right direction, and then clean up this Iron Bundle with the other one, something like that. Let's see what we got.
Maybe we see a Terra onto the bundle to live the Thunderclap. Yeah.
A nice switch in from Tay, and the Terra Ground likely. So we didn't get the Thunderclap, but could still just be a Thunderbolt into this slot, or could be Draco Meteor into the Zapdos, something like that. That would be pretty big, right? Draco Meteor into the Zapdos that's wants to set Tailwind or something like that, but dies because it's Proto Special Attack.
It should live a Draco.
Probably, but
if it has bulk investment, it should.
It's possible, right? Metal Sound to drop the death. Interesting. Oh, and Throat Spray as well. The Draco into the.
That's a really great play from Tay because they correctly understood that this is a obvious play to hit the Thunder move. So it's either going to switch into a Electric Resist or it's going to Terra and picks up the KO anyway. So really nice.
Yeah, and the Decidueye probably not going to get to take advantage of that Metal Sound that much. Although at +1, and it gets to go before the Raging Bolt anyway. It is faster than this Raging Bolt.
It won't be able to threaten an Oko though, just because it doesn't have a stat. It doesn't have a move that can hit it.
A strong enough move, yeah. True.
A flying and electric move is just not going to do enough.
I could maybe see a Terra here. I don't know. Let's see. Oh no, we already saw the Terra. 60% with that Shadow Sneak. Trade right back. Clean up the Ceruledge. Yep. Raging Bolt going to throw another Draco Meteor. Still KOs. And now it's a 2v1.
So this is interesting because Raging Bolt has kind of neutered itself here, and you're not able to switch it out. So only doing 0.3 special attack and having the Vaporeon in here, which is very weak to the Zapdos and gets outsped by it. This could be a rough spot for Tay in this endgame. I think if you're Keith here, you just continue to ignore the Bolt. Just keep
ignore
attacking
the Bolt and just accept that you lose on a crit, but otherwise you're probably not going to. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be. Draco Meteor, doing 30%.
And that's going to do less and less as it moves on here.
Gets the double protect, yep, and Keith is doing exactly that, right? Just ignoring.
That's dirty. That's a dirty double protect.
Go for the triple. Not quite.
Tay playing to their outs, though. They actually could win this.
Yeah, I mean, like a crit wins it.
Whew. Well, not even that. Like I said, the Zapdos is not going to one-hit KO this Raging Bolt, so getting the double protect there actually allows Tay to potentially win this endgame.
To maybe win this, yeah.
It's going to take 2 more Dracos to take out this Zapdos. It doesn't go first, but the question is, can Zapdos kill it in 2 hits? At -2.
Probably. It's at +1.
And +1.
And the Bolt is at -2. But yeah, the double protect, pretty big. Oh, just going for another metal sound instead.
So that might, yeah.
Oof.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah,
And it turns out it was just 1 more Draco to kill. So yeah, the double protect definitely killing. That is a good point too. We probably have Thunderclap there if it was like a low percent.
Yeah.
Well played by Tay. That's how you play to your outs. You don't give up, right? You go for the double protect. It's worth it if you know it's gonna die anyway, and it pays off for Tay.
Alrighty. So that's our game 1. Go ahead and pull up the second game here. So I don't know, other than maybe like Comfy over Decidueye, which was not that impactful, right? 60% to a Ceruledge with a Shadow Sneak and was otherwise just...
I feel like you need the Comfy as a check to the Raging Bolt in a way.
Yeah.
Having that priority and the Draining Kiss would have been a big difference maker there. All the Decidueye really did was Shadow Sneak the Ceruledge, but I think if you position your Chi-Yu a little more wisely, you can deal with it that way. So I'm hoping we see the Comfy come to this game. That being said, you do have to deal with the Bronzong before you feel comfortable having the Comfy.
Although we saw game 1, we saw Trick Room and Body Press. I don't know that there's necessarily also going to be a Steel move there.
Fair.
So... I mean, it's possible, right? You probably want a Steel move somewhere. You know the Comfy can be a problem.
Especially if it's Trick Room, a Gyro Ball is pretty common in that spot.
Yeah, true. That could be.
And it could be an Iron Defense with the Body Press. It got taunted, so we didn't really get to see much else in its kit.
Oh, yeah. Tay pointing out that the Zapdos could still have had Roost in this situation.
Yeah.
Could have roosted up instead of Metal Sound on that turn.
I wonder what that last move was. I'm assuming maybe a flying move. Seems pretty attractive into things like Tusk, Arboliva.
Or could be like a Terra Blast.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be Terra Flying, something like that. Maybe a Heat Wave, although probably not.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you need to make much adjustments if you're Tay. The Vaporeon
just play tight.
Really good.
Hope that luck can be on your side again a little bit when you need it to, and just try to take it home. If you're Keith, I think you have to do a little bit more adjusting, but also not a ton, right? Keith kind of just needs to hope luck is on their side this time a little more.
Now that you know that the Bronzong is not Mental Herb and it's not, there's no fake out here. You're free to kind of taunt it again. So I don't feel like you have to lead the Chi-Yu. I almost want to see it in the back later to clean up.
Also, not leftovers either.
Yeah. So I'm curious. Let's see these leads for game 2.
Yep. Let's see what we got here. So we got the Rubombi, the Ceruledge.
So we see a fast mode coming out from Tay.
All right, so we see Chi-Yu coming out along with the Comfy here in game 2.
Yeah. So we know the Chi-Yu is specs probably, just given the damage it did and that it locked
something choiced and quite possibly Quite probably specs.
Once again, you're hesitant to Heat Wave in front of a Cellular Edge. You don't want to give it the boost on Bitter Blade. But at the same time, having that spread damage would be nice. It would probably take their Rumby down to Sash at the very least. But if you have a single target fire move, that might be better in this situation.
Yeah, could just also be Dark Pulse and then I don't know. I mean, this Rabombi gets to go first, accepting any kind of triage shenanigans, but I don't think the Rabombi really cares about any triage stuff. I guess the Chiyu could get fast enough if it's scarfed to outspeed the Rabombi, right? So Tay would simply dodge the Hurricane. But let's see what we got here. So just get a switch and a Terra Fairy, and we did get the Dark Pulse into there, and Comfy sent in the Tailwind. So Keith's gonna get to
kind of match the Tailwind.
Yeah, get to play at Keith's speed as much as possible.
We are gonna see Cellular Edge hit a move here. A Terra Blast into the Chi would actually do a lot of damage.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But we see the Bitter Blade
instead. Bitter Blade and heals back up to full again there.
So we see a Terra Dark and a Draining Kiss trying to eliminate this Vaporeon, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Not really doing much. 13%. Just very
I imagine this is a doubling. We're going to see a Dark Pulse again. Yeah, but it's not enough.
Dark Pulse double up. Close combat kills the Chiyu.
Cellular Edge.
Yeah, and this Draining Kiss going to do even less now that Chiyu is gone. And Skunk Tank
Shadow
also
Ball is
coming.
Interesting there.
Coming here for game 2. So Draining Kiss into the Vaporeon again, barely doing any difference, right? 13 versus 12. So it's like maybe a high roll this time and a low roll last time.
Yeah. So I think so one thing to note here is that at -1 defenses, the Draining Kiss will do more damage than it would otherwise, which would also heal you more. So it might be worthwhile to just click Draining Kiss onto the Cellular Edge and then try to kill the Vaporeon with the Skunk Tank. The only problem is we did just see the Bitter Blade do 70%.
Yeah,
so it's probably gonna kill it anyway. I don't think there's any way you can really kill the Cellular Edge. You do have
61%
stab poison type maybe on the Skunk Tank, so you could see a Protect onto the Comfy, but you also don't have a spread move. Like if you had a Sludge Wave, that would be perfect here, but obviously the Skunk Tank isn't running that.
Generally, this is more likely to be a Gunk Shot or something like that.
It's always a tough situation because you want to. I mean, you could Draining Kiss the Vaporeon and then just try to get a poison crit to kill the Cellular Edge. I don't know.
Let's see.
Seems like that
so
might
poison
be
jab don't need the crit.
You don't even need a crit.
At the -1.
Okay,
there you
that's
go.
nice.
Yeah.
At -1 makes sense. I guess Skunk Tank's stronger than I thought.
Yeah, there we go. Skunk Tank for Terra Fairy Cellular Edge.
So a little momentum shift here. I'm assuming that the Comfy is going to be taking out the Vaporeon as well.
The Comfy already drained,
it just
but
didn't do enough.
The life orb,
I see. You paused it after.
Finishes it out. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, it triaged Draining Kiss at the beginning of the turn. It had already attacked.
Yep.
But all right, so we got. We're in a 2v2, but Raging Bolt significantly more offensively threatening than either of these two mons. And you do have potential to just set the late game Tailwind, and now we're playing in Tay's playground here.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a Thunderclap.
Ooh,
and
big damage.
Not quite enough there, but Rabombi not. I guess this is still the last turn of Tailwind, so could potentially be a double up here to kill it before it can Tailwind, but no. Moonblast gonna finish that off before it can do it, and then now we're in a 2v1 here. Yeah, and the special attack drop is rough.
Yeah. All right.
Raging Bolt showing off why it's the MVP. No Alolan Persian, but
yeah.
Didn't even need it.
You could just tell that Tay just plays so comfortably. It's Tay doesn't mind giving up the speed advantage, and they play to their outs. They play the positioning game. They make smart switches, and they end up in situations where they come out on top even without the speed advantage. So that's really cool. Congratulations to Tay on another championship.
Another championship. The undisputed winningest coach in VBL-S history.
Probably just VGC Draft League. as well up there.
Quite possibly. I mean, there are people who play like 1,000 draft leagues, right? And I guess Tay is kind of one of them, right? They play in UBL, and he plays in. I think he played in a team draft league of some kind. But yeah, just great calls from Tay throughout the match, right? The Draco to cover a switch or a Terra on the Iron Bundle in game 1. The double protect, playing to that out in game 1 was very nice. I did like the switch on turn 1 both games, switching the Rabombi out into Vaporeon and switching the Serral Edge out into Vaporeon in game 1.
Very specially bulky Vaporeon as well, recognizing its merit versus a Chi-Yu team.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Fun games to watch. We have
pastes?
I have one paste. Let me grab it real quick. Copy link. Back to it here. And we'll just put it in here, and we'll just adjust. So we have Tay's paste here. Let me just do a little bit.
Yeah, so we see the Rabombi was scarfed. That's crazy good prep. It's probably, it could have been one of those like leveling things where they're assuming that if the bundle was booster speed, that it would be EV'd for and it would be able to outspeed it with Rabombi. But it turned out to be really nice there because it let it go before the Skuntank, even under Tailwind, which definitely was huge in that game too.
There we go. Now we're not covering anything up. Alrighty. Yeah, we've got...
That was an undefeated season from Tay as well, pointed out in the chat. Not a single set lost. And I think most of them were 2-0s as well.
Yeah. He beat me 2-0. I'd have to go back and check, but actually, let's just go back and check. Let's just check here real quick. I'm in my other browser. Hold on. Let's turn this one off here, and we'll go to doc.
Yeah, so the playoff tab doesn't say the...
Yeah, it doesn't have playoffs, but all Tays were 2-0s. I know that.
Playoffs.
So we just need where did
schedule, right?
Schedule. There we go. It got moved.
You just control F Tay.
So we've got week 1 was a 2-1. Week 3 was a 2-1.
All right, so
week 6
only
was a 2-1.
couple games lost.
Smoked me though. It was never close.
I mean, still an outstanding season by Tay. It's just crazy how you can be that consistent across different leagues and different formats and different teams. It goes to show the coach difference that we see with Tay. The prep is outstanding, the play is outstanding, the teams are always outstanding. A triple threat.
Absolutely. Well done. Well done to Keith. Well done to Tay. Well done to Keith as well. Also a very strong season. From the beginning, the draft was good, full of fun, good Pokemon. Keith did in fact have the most kills per point Pokemon in Fracture. Took 4 or 5 kills or something in one game.
Keith had a great season. I mean, making the finals and losing to Tay, there's absolutely no shame in that. He would have been a champion if this were a regular draft league, right? He would have been a conference champion.
Yeah, he would have been a conference champion if we'd been 2-16s.
To make the finals in a 32-man league is absolutely crazy, and he dominated all season with this Chi-Yu team, especially an insane playoff run, just rolling through his opponents.
Excellent stuff. Well done to both coaches.
Right.
Well done.
Also, just by the way,
well done to Daddy and Sam-X.
I wanted to shout out VBL's very own Slushy on a top 4 finish at a freaking real life Pokemon regional. Absolutely crazy.
That's
The
right.
skill in this league
Top
is
4.
being elevated by people like that, you know.
By-
so we have so much talent.
Awesome.
And that's
awesome
just
stuff.
insane.
That was
be
fun to
top
watch
4
yesterday.
in a real life tournament. So congrats to Slushy on that achievement.
Alrighty, Sucaba. Any parting thoughts before our last little bits of our last little bits of announcements?
It was nice. It was nice casting with you, James. Thanks for making all these slides and hosting the stream. Thank you guys for watching the streams. It's always fun to watch these matchups in real time for the first time, and you know, we got some talented coaches. Congrats to Tay, and I'm ready for next season, baby. Let's get it on.
Absolutely, sounds great. Before our last little maybe expected, maybe surprise announcement here at the end of the stream, I'm gonna say subscribe to click on subscribe. I never say that, but you know, I would like to have more subscribers. That would be fun.
There you go.
So do
subscribe.
that.
You should too.
But now we do have one last little bit. We are in fact opening up applications for season 13, which is going to be our first low tier season, and we will also have the doc available and public with the tier list as it exists right now. We'll have a week or two of polling on any mons that we think need to get moved, and then we will, you know, give it some time for some apps to come in, and we'll get this next season underway. We don't tend to have too much downtime here in the VBL. We just go right into the next one. So get excited.
We just love Pokemon. We're gonna get that new season going. So go apply if you're interested. I'm sure that'll be in the server.
Yeah. Look forward to more weekly heat from me next season. I'm gonna try and up it a little bit. Maybe get a little more work into it, because that's my season next season. I'm not I am not gonna be playing this season, so I'm gonna be devoting my Pokemon time to the weekly heat. So
cool. I look forward to watching.
Yeah, and we are doing 2 conferences again as well, so 2 16s on the low tier board. There's just not enough viable Pokemon for a 32 team.
You'd be drafting Piplup.
Primplup on steroids? No. Melodic's too good. Awesome.
Yep, the moral of the story is if you want Primarina, you gotta grab it round 1. That's the moral of the season.
Rock and roll. Thanks a bunch, Sucaba. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you in the server. Peace.
Alright, see ya.